1, 2. Okay, I think I got pushed to talk. Say hello, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it may be. So we're gearing up to fly from Aldergrove, Belfast City, to Edinburgh for a ADC exam. We're going to provide a traffic count. We're going to land and then depart back out. Probably back to Aldergrove, to be fair. And then yeah, we'll do our part by flying in and then flying back out again. So we don't have much time, so I am on G mode. Everything's just on instant. So here's the sim brief. So a little bit of blacker. I'm expecting departure. So 170. So yes, I'm spinning 25. Then we'll go left towards Blacker up to Tunso. Provide the Tunso 1 echo, and then let's have a look. So we are expecting 2-4. The weather looks nice. Just having a quick scan the NOTAMs. Let's have a quick look at Edinburgh's. Hello, how are you? Hello, Moses, how are you? Yeah, not too bad, thanks you. Yeah, I am streaming, and so if I start saying random things, it's because I've got the push to talk button set to the same as Discord because I've run out of buttons. Right, so we are looking at. Sorry, I just someone's joined the Discord, so I was just saying hello. So we're flying the Tunso one Echo arrival down to Tala, up to Tartan, and then we'll probably vectors onto the approach, and then we will land. Probably going to be turning off at Bravo when we can taxi up to Alpha 12. We don't have to stop and contact tower, so we can land, come off at Bravo 1, and we can taxi up to Alpha 12. If we miss Bravo for whatever reason, when we come off at Alpha, we can only go as far as Alpha 8. So that's the plan in terms of that, and the approach will be 2-4, so we will pin that. Yeah, I go through so many little notepads. We get another one out. Here we go. Right, let's get this thing set up. Right, so let's get this programmed up. So we've got zero fuel away of 129.463. Okay. 7.8. We got 176, 136, 136, 137. Okay, that all looks good. Let's go to the flight plan page. Because we are expecting Scottish to be on, so we'll pre-tune that frequency. Okay, let's get pushed back and let's get up in the air so we can get. It's about a 40-minute flight, so we're looking at getting there about past-ish. Right, off we go. Let's get number 2 started. Okay, since we're in a bit of a rush, let's get the other one going. Number 2 looks to be starting okay. May have left that a little bit late when we're answering Discord messages. best thing to do is just to stop here. Okay, let's get ready for taxi. Right, let's get moving, and we will tick the boxes for the takeoff config check. Just trying to find another push to park button that works. Okay, here we go. We are and rotate. Okay, 18 degrees, gear up. the autopilot on. Let me just sit here and chill. Let's get the approach arrival information in. Yeah, not much happening. So yeah, just keeping an eye on whereby, because we're waiting for Scottish to come on for this exam. If not, we'll just contact Edinburgh when we're about 40 miles away. Right, so we just at Tunso, so we'll be joining the Tunso 1 Echo arrival. We need to be, what's the transition at Edinburgh today? QNH is 1007, so I'm switching 75, so we'll descend to 80 for the Tartan. So we need to lose 7,000 feet, 7, 14, 21, so about 21 mile plus a couple of miles for deceleration, so say 5, say about 25, 26 miles away from Tartan. We've got to be 250 knots at Tala too, so. Hello, Captain Neat, how are you? Yeah, so we are flying in for an ADC exam. So like I said, we're gonna land. We're gonna refile and depart back out again. So it counts as sort of one arrival, one departure, which will help with the exam. And yeah, we'll just do as part. So. Let's say about 25. So Tala is Tartan's 15 miles from Tala. And heading of 030. The wind should push as much, and then so 10 miles from Tala. We'll probably decelerate first, to be fair, make it a little bit easier, and then start the descent. Oh yeah, I hope it all goes well for you, Cap. I hope it all goes well. I'm sure it will. Yeah, nice. I think after, well, like I said, I'm going to depart back out, probably back to Aldergrove, to be fair. And then that'll probably be it for me tonight. It's a bit strange, didn't even have tartan in there. We put it in now, so it's not good. Right, let's start the decel. Okay, we'll set 1300 feet a minute and we're at 250 knots, so we're good.
Tree Edinburgh radar, good evening. Expect vectors on us runway 24, squawk 4242. Tree correct. Channel 6 Foxtrot Victor turn left heading 360 degrees.
Left turn 360 degrees. Channel 6 Foxtrot Victor.
Can you hear the ATC?
So this 328 turn left heading 010 degrees.
Left 010, 328.
TBC3 descend, flight level 80, leave Tartan heading 025.
Yes, I hope you can hear the ATC. I've written 225 on my notepad, because I'll forget in 30 seconds what he said.
Service 328 descent altitude 3000 feet.
Down 3000, narrow service 328.
So we should be 80 just around Tartan, so we're not looking too bad.
Turn left heading 330 degrees.
Left 330 degrees, 328.
We need to be 230 knots when we cross, 210 knots when we cross Tartan.
4,000 feet, Channel 6 Foxtrot Victor.
Well, the max is 230, but it's saying 210 here, but it's max 230 at Tartan.
270, yeah, let's approach 24. Aero service 328.
I've turned it up a little bit, is that better?
Channel 6 Foxtrot Victor, turn right heading 02. Channel 6 Foxtrot Victor, turn right heading 030 degrees.
Roger, right 030 degrees, Channel 6 Foxtrot Victor.
I almost just said that sucks.
Service 328 speed 180 knots till 60 NE.
Maintain 180 knot, aero service 328.
Just decel at 230. We should be okay to hold the 1300 with the speed brakes out. slightly higher than what we should be, but we're not by much. I think they'll let us off. Okay, so we were cleared to leave Tartan heading 2025, so we're only 1 degree off.
Egph Aeroservice 328.
Service 328, contact Edinburgh Tower 118.705.
118.705. Thank you, sir. Bye.
Yeah, we're not going to be terribly far off. We're going to be more or less dead on Tartan at 8,000, which we should be. Okay, level, more or less level 8,000 at Tartan, which is good, and we're going to be turning 025.
Turn left heading 330 degrees, descend to altitude 3,000 feet.
Left 330 degrees, descent 3,000, channel 6, Foxtrot.
The controller's going to take us basically on the ILS now, so we're going to fly probably 205 for a while.
223,
Here we go.
25 miles till touchdown, descend to altitude 6,000 feet, Edinburgh QNH1007.
The ground speed is 27.
Training 6 Foxtrot Victor, turn left heading 270 degrees, cleared RS, approach runway 24.
Left 270 degrees, cleared ILS 24, channel 6, Foxtrot.
So what I've done there is I've taken the ground speed. What's he complaining about? Yeah, the QNH. I've taken the ground speed and I've times that by 5. And that's given me the descent rate. So they're doing a profile descent, so I should be able to descend all the way to the runway now. Basically, I shouldn't have to level, and I shouldn't have to stop descending. Let's activate approach mode. Let's go back onto manage speed. So we're descending to 6,000. We should get another clearance here shortly, and then we can do 14 to be fair. I only did 15 because we were a little bit slow at doing the calculation. So. The plane's going to decel itself to about 209 knots.
Fully established, channel 6, Foxtrot.
Training 6 Foxtrot Victor, contact tower 118.705.
Tower 118.705, channel 6, Foxtrot. Thanks, bye.
Edinburgh radar, budget 315 Tango.
Stand by. Arrow 223, descend to altitude 4,000 feet.
Altitude 4,000 feet, 0223.
0223, descent to altitude 4,000 feet. 0223, turn left heading 180 degrees.
Where are we going? I wasn't expecting that heading.
Confirm that's a Badger 315 Tango.
Confirm Badger 315 Tango, Edinburgh radar, good evening, pass message.
Badger 315 Tango, Cessna 1521 POB, about 10 miles out from the long power station, wishing to enter the Edinburgh control zone for circuits.
Badger 315 Tango, roger, standby. Arrow 223, turn right heading 360 degrees. Arrow 223, descent altitude 2,000, correction, descent altitude 3,000.
Guess maybe I was a tiny bit too high, so that's probably why I got the weird little bit of a turn there just to lose some height. I had a few extra track miles, so it's all good. And now we're heading back down to 3,000 for the localizer.
223, turn left heading 280 degrees, cleared on approach runway 24.
Radar channel 6 Foxtrot to stand MS24.
Channel 6 Foxtrot Victor, Edinburgh radar, good evening again, roger. Climb to altitude 4,000 feet.
Climbing 4,000, channel 6 Foxtrot Victor.
Okay, so we're looking good. We've got all the lights on. I should probably turn that on a little bit.
315 Tango, clear to enter the Edinburgh control zone via the long end power station VRP, not above altitude 2,000 feet VFR. Squawk 0431 QNH 1007.
Badger 315 Tango, clear to enter the Edinburgh control zone via the power station VRP, now altitude 2,000 feet VFR, squawk 0431 on the QNH 1007, Badger 315 Tango.
Badger 315 Tango, correct report.
Okay, let's bring some flaps in, and I'll get gear down by 10, and then we'll probably fly the rest by hand.
Channel 6 Foxtrot Victor, turn left heading 090 degrees.
So I'm using push to talk, so when I take over, I won't be able to talk, so...
223, contact tower 118.705, have a good day, bye.
Row 223 Edinburgh Tower, hello, surface winds 20 degrees, 8 knots, runway 24, clear to land.
Okay, let's take over ourselves then. He's off. Auto throttle still on that. We just drifted a little bit left. Not sure why the auto throttle lost it there and it started to speed up, did you see? Anyway, gears down. Flaps are full, reducing. Okay, continuing.
Charlie 1 Papa and Alpha, Badger 07, looks like the radio's working.
Above. 200. Minimum. 100. 50. 40. 30.
Edinburgh Tower, Badger 07 will
20.
be ready on reaching.
Retard. 10. 5.
Badger 07, stand.
Okay, 60 knots, the reverse has come off, and we'll just coast down at the Bravo. Well, I thought it was going to stop itself then. Might have been slightly right, it is going to stop. As we try to push the top button and not concentrating.
We're ready for departure, Badger 07.
Badger 07, hold position after departure, runway 24, clear right hand circuit, no above altitude 2,000 feet. QNH 1007 and stroke 7010.
7010 in the box, it's QNH 1007, we're cleared into the right hand VFR circuit, not above 2,000 feet, Badger 07.
Badger 07, correct. And Badger 07, Suspense 200 degrees, 8 knots, runway 24, you're cleared for takeoff.
Clear takeoff, runway 07, Badger 07, correction, runway 24, Badger 07.
Sorry, did you have a standard preference or a TT3? Or TT3 taxi stand 10 via Alpha and Foxtrot.
Right, so Foxtrot is the second turning, so the first one is Echo, and the second one is Foxtrot. So we're going to go past Echo, into Foxtrot and then stand 10. Be a sharp right and then 180-degree turn and then a left. It's about the first straight on stand we're going to see is 11. It's the one next to that. So that's 11 and 12, and then that one there is 10.
Edinburgh Tower, good evening, Badger 315 Tango. Intention will be to join the circuit.
Badger 315 Tango. Badger 315 Tango, enter left-hand orbits overhead, Forthwood Bridge VRP into advice.
Left-hand orbits to over 4th Road, Bridge VRP into advice, Badger 315 Tango.
Sure, that'll do. Right, let's get shut down and let's get ready for the departure. I've seen the frequency, and we'll just do a quick disconnect in a second.
Badger 07 is downwind runway 24 for touch and go.
Badger 07, report final runway 24, number 1. Traffic information says number 152, performing left-hand orbits overhead, Forthwood Bridge VRP.
Copy the traffic, Badger 07.
Badger 315 Tango, traffic information G115 on right downwind leg, runway 24.
Traffic inside Badger 315 Tango.
I never do turn around, so I know I'm doing it all wrong, so you can not yell at me in the comments. But it is what it is.
Orbit cancel, join report right downwind runway 24, Badger 315 Tango.
Boarding completed.
And Badger 315 Tango, report left-hand orbits. Stand there, disregard.
Badger 07 is final, runway 24.
Okay, smash it away. Fuel is 7.
You are clear to land. Correction, clear to land.
Clear touch and go, Badger 07, and can I just get a wind check?
Wind 200 degrees, 8 knots.
Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you
Badger 315 Tango, traffic information is a Boeing 737-8. Correction, is an A321neo on a 9-mile file, reporting site.
Looking for traffic, Badger 215 Tango.
And Badger 315 Tango, just forgot to mention, left-hand orbits at the end of the downwind leg until advised.
Traffic is now in sight and at the end of the downwind leg into left-hand orbits until advised, Badger 315 Tango.
Edinburgh Tower, hello, Tronic 6 Foxtrot Victor, final runway 24.
Tronic 6 Foxtrot Victor, Edinburgh Tower, hello again. Traffic information to Cessna 172 on right downwind, runway 24. Surface winds 200 degrees, 8 knots, runway 24, continue approach.
Traffic in sight, continued, Tronic 6 Foxtrot Victor.
Edinburgh Tower, hello, Golf Alpha Zulu, Papa India, GA Princess 17, correction, 152, question startup of VFR circuits.
Golf Alpha Zulu Papa India, hold position south, approved, QNH 107.
Hold position, startup approved, QNH 1007, Golf Papa India.
Clinic 6 Foxtrot Victor, traffic information G115 on a upwind runway 24.
Okay, quick reconnect. I'll give it a few seconds for comms to kick in.
And for your information, Badger 07, this one will be to land.
Roger. Badger 315 Tango, reporting intention.
Badger 215 Tango intended will be staying at Edinburgh Circuit, and on this approach it'll be a touch and go.
Roger. Clinic 6 Foxtrot Victor, suspense 200 degrees 8 knots, runway 24, clear to land.
24 clear land, thanks, Janet 6 Foxtrot Victor.
And Golf Alpha Zulu Papa India, expect delays.
Expect delay, Golf Papa India.
And Badger 315 Tango, have your clearance report ready to go.
Ready copy, Badger 215 Tango.
Badger 315 Tango, after departure, cleared right hand circuit to VFR, not above altitude 2,000 feet, QNH 1007, and squawk 7010.
Roger, after departure runway 24, cleared right hand circuit to VFR, not above altitude 2,000 feet on the Edinburgh QNH of 1007, squawk 7010, Badger 215 Tango.
Correct. And Badger 315 Tango traffic information is a A320 on a 7-mile final, reporting site.
Traffic inside Badger 215 Tango.
And Badger 07 traffic information is an Airbus A320 on a 6-mile final, reporting site.
Looking for the traffic and traffic inside Badger 07.
Janet 6 Foxtrot Victor going around Windsor.
So 6 Foxtrot Victor, Roger reports Windsor.
Let's wait for a gap and then we'll try and grab some IFR clearance.
Just below 1,000 feet, had a loss of 2 knots.
Roger, thanks.
Edinburgh Tower, A-line 635, ILS 6 miles, runway 24.
Airline 635, Edinburgh Tower, hello. Traffic information's a 2 VFR traffic north of the field, right downwind circuit. Suspense at 200 degrees, 8 knots, runway 24, clear to land.
Looking out for the traffic, runway 24, clear to land, A-line 635.
Here's the gap, let's go.
Station code standby, Connect 6 Foxtrot Victor, contact Edinburgh radar 12, correction, no, standard missed approach, contact Edinburgh radar 121.205, right.
Roger, fly standard missed approach runway 24, contact Edinburgh radar 121.205, Janet 6 Foxtrot Victor.
Aero 223, have your clearance report ready to copy. Aero 223, you're clear to Belfast, Aldergrove, the Go Sun 1 Charlie departure, squawk 7633. And line 635, wind shear reported 1738 Zulu, 1 mile final, 1,000 foot loss of 12 knots, same tension.
Going around, line 635.
Line 625, roger.
The tower, Badger 01, ILS established 9 miles.
Station code 6.
Badger 01, ILS established 8 miles.
Badger 01, Edinburgh Tower, hello, 2 VFR in the north of the field. Subswinds of 200 degrees, 8 knots, runway 24.
Who's that guy looking at? Kill him. Don't like the look of him, he looks a bit shifty, doesn't he? That guy in the yellow shirt looks a bit of a...
A-line 635, turn right heading 300 degrees and climb to altitude 4,000 feet. Contact Edinburgh radar 121.205.
Turn right heading 300 degrees, climb to altitude 4,000 feet, contact Edinburgh radar 121.205, A-line 635.
And Badger 135, Tango traffic information in A321 on a 6 mile final, reporting site.
Traffic inside, Badger 215 Tango.
Badger 07, traffic information is A320 on a 6 mile final, reporting site.
Looking for the traffic for Badger 07.
Request push and start Aero 223.
Badger 01, passenger.
Just to confirm, our aircraft type is an A320, not A321.
Badger 01, apologies. Sorry, Badger 315 Tango, it's the A320 on a 5 mile final now.
Yeah, I've got the traffic inside there, Badger 215 Tango.
And Badger 01, wind shear reported at time 1738 Zulu, 1 mile
Not many
final.
gaps, is there?
1,000 feet, loss of 12 knots, same tension.
Badger 01 will continue for now.
Badger 315, Badger 315 Tango, report final runway 24, number 2, following an Airbus A320 on a 1 mile final. Caution wake turbulence, recommended distance is 5 miles.
Roger, orbit cancel report, final runway 24, caution wake turbulence 5 miles, behind the A320, Badger 215 Tango.
Aero 223, push and start approved, face west. Correction, face east. Badger 01, subsistence 8 knots, runway 24, cliff 1.
Done what I always done. Forgot to start the bloody AP, you were going to lose power.
Correct.
Doesn't really matter.
Badger 01,
There's an aircraft look, see it?
approach, contact Edinburgh radar 121.205.
Little light there. See anybody else? There should be one on the approach, I think.
Badger 07, traffic information's a...
No, he may have just gone around that one. There's the little one, look.
North of you now.
Right in the
Reporting
middle of the
time.
it's very hard to see. Right middle of the screen, above the little white hut with the white dot, right above that. Yeah, above the yellow sign,
left
the
hand
long
orbit,
rectangular one.
the end of the downwind leg, until advised.
Left hand orbit under the downwind, there's any chance of knowing the delay, Badger 07?
Sorry, say again for Badger 07?
Badger 07, any idea on how long the delay will be?
Actually, Badger 07, report final runway 2, sorry, report final runway 24, number 2 following 7172 on a 2-mile final.
Report final number 2 on a 2-mile final, Badger 07.
And Golf Alpha Zulu Papa India, can I get up there on this delay?
Golf Alpha Zulu Papa India, yes. There's 2 in the circuit already, low on time for the delay.
Badger 07, just to be confirmed, this is to land.
Yeah, A-firm, Badger 07.
I'm Badger 315 Tango Final Runway 24.
Badger 315 Tango, Roger, suspense 200 degrees 8 knots, runway 24, you're cleared to, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go 24, Badger 315 Tango.
Edinburgh Tower, good evening, Logan 42, Yankee Mike Info Charlie, ATR 72, clearance to Kirk.
Ryanair 6016 Edinburgh Tower, hello. Cleared to Lima Foxtrot Bravo Zulu via Golson 1 Charlie departure, squawk 6353. Sorry, correction, Logan 4 to Yankee Mike, cleared to Echo Golf Papa Alpha, clear the Grease 3 Charlie.
Let's quickly brief the departure. Then we're here. We're on Foxtrot.
Clear Kirkwall, Grice 3 Charlie, departure 24, squawk 7640, Logan 4 to Yankee.
So we're going to get taxi clearance up to Delta 1. So we're going to go Foxtrot, Alpha, Delta to Delta 1. Then we're going to depart runway 24. It's going to be autopilot anyway, but we're going to climb out. We've got to be above 2,300 feet by the time we get to the NDB. And then we're going to climb out along the GOSAM. And then hopefully we'll be on Unicom. So once we get out of the ATZ, we'll go over Unicom. And then we'll just climb straight for Y Unicom because the Scottish isn't on, so departures would go to the circuits would go to approach, the other ones would go to Unicom. So yeah, so straight out, and then and then the arrival. We'll brief the arrival when we're in the air.
Badger 07, suspense 200 degrees 8 knots from way 24, you're cleared to land.
Land, Badger 07.
Edinburgh Tower, hello, Channel 6, Foxtrot Victor, visual 24.
Channel 6, Foxtrot Victor, Edinburgh Tower, hello, suspense 200 degrees 8 knots, runway 24, continue approach.
Continue, Channel 6, Foxtrot Victor.
You've never heard the ATC to me anyway, so I'll shut up.
Badger 315, Tango traffic information, Cessna 172, orbiting left-hand orbit, Silver 4 toward Bridge VLP, reporting sign.
Badger 07, runway vacated at Charlie, and we will disconnect here. Thanks so much.
Correction, thanks. TC3 standby. Badger 315 Tango traffic information is an A321 Neo on a 4-mile final, report in sight.
Traffic in sight, Badger 315 Tango.
And Badger 315 Tango for left-hand orbits and then the downwind leg until advised.
Confirm direction of orbit, Badger 215 Tango.
Left hand orbit.
Empty and downward leg, left and orbit advised, Badger 215 Tango.
Badger 18, are you on frequency?
Badger 18.
Badger 18, traffic information system 172, right, downwind.
Badger 18.
1086 Foxtrot, 6 to substance 200 degrees, 8 knots, runway 24, clear to land.
24, clear land, 1086 Foxtrot, Victor.
Mayday, mayday, smoke and cockpit to request immediate clearance to land.
Yeah, we ain't going anywhere now.
Badger 315 Tango, mayday, roger mayday. Break, 1086 Foxtrot, Victor, go around, I say again, go around, acknowledge.
Going around, 1086 Foxtrot, Victor.
Badger 315 Tango, runway 24 is available, substance 200 degrees, 8 knots, runway 24. You're cleared to land.
Roger, clear land 24, Badger 215 Tango.
Hello, Ryanair 6016 is a dive Boeing 737-6, request IFR clearance to Biarritz.
Ryanair 6016, standby, made in progress.
So we're going to be sat here now for a while until this Mayday's open and done with.
6 Foxtrot Victor, fly standard, miss approach, contact Edinburgh radar 121.205, bye.
Study miss, Edinburgh radar 121.205, 1086 Foxtrot, Victor, bye.
Yeah, I knew when we're coming, and I was hoping to get out before it happened, but it is what it is.
Badger 215 Tango, just the information, we'll need to stop on the runway.
Badger 315 Tango, roger. Aero 223, expect delays due to Mayday.
Welcome, thank you. Aero 22. Yeah, so Mayday use the assist, I forget what they all stand for, but if you Google it up, you'll find out. And yeah, just gotta sit here and wait now. There's no point trying to bug him with anything or speed it along. It takes what it takes. Let's do some plane spotting and see if we can see him. There he is. You see him? How much do you want to bet he sat on a vape? Where is he? If I move to... There he is.
And, sorry, Aero 223, taxi holding point Delta 1, runway 24 via Foxtrot Alpha, QNH 1007. Negative, QNH 1007. Correct.
I messed that up, didn't I? Just goes to prove that nobody is a robot, nobody's perfect, you know?
Badger 315 Tango, report if you need any emergency services.
Badger 315 Tango, not required at the moment. We are seconds away from solving the problem. It was just a heater. Our window is now open and we are able to taxi back to the holding point for runway 24.
Badger 315 Tango, roger, Mayday cancel time 18, correction, cancel, Mayday time, sorry, try that again, Badger 315 Tango, confirm you cancel Mayday.
Yep, Mayday cancel, Badger 215 Tango.
Roger, Badger 315 Tango made a cancel time 5-5, and are you able to depart off runway again?
Badger 315, Ethan.
Okay, Badger 315 has a clearance report ready to go.
Badger 315 Tango, we've changed our intentions, wishing to leave the zone northbound.
Roger, standby.
I didn't hear what he said, the reason was.
Badger 315 Tango, sorry, can you repeat your intentions again?
It'll be leave the Edinburgh control zone northbound, either via the M9 junction or Longgate Power Station VRP.
Roger, Badger 315 Tango, your clearance report ready to copy.
Ready, copy, Badger 315 Tango.
Sorry, just confirm you wanted to leave by the M9 junction to VRP, or the Longgate Power Station.
It'll be the Longgate Power Station, Badger 215 Tango.
Right, Roger, Badger 315 Tango, standby.
Standby, Badger 215 Tango.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Edinburgh Tower Golf, Alpha Zulu, Papa India request.
Alpha Zulu Papa India, go ahead.
Golf Alpha Zulu, Papa India, change of plan. We'd like to leave the Edinburgh control zone via the Kelty lane.
Golf Alpha Zulu Papa India, Roger, standby.
Standby, Golf Papa India.
Badger 18, join a report right downwind, runway 24.
Badger 18, sorry, we'd like to do a zone transit, but we'll confirm the way, correction, VRP in 1 sec.
Row 223, Roger, surface winds 200 degrees, 8 knots, runway 24, cleared to take off. Let's take.
Okay, let's go. We've got everything's ready.
And Badger 315 Tango, taxi home point Delta 1, runway 24.
Taxi mode Delta 1, runway 24, Badger 215 Tango.
Badger 18, request a zone transit routing overhead 24 and Hermiston.
Badger 18, Roger. You are right, so sorry, stop.
Yeah, the guy that trained me.
Yeah, Badger 18, cross runway 24 threshold, knots below 1,000 feet, units 1007, and report south side.
Cross the 24 threshold, knots below altitude 1,000 feet, QNH 1007, Badger 18, and we'll go.
Edinburgh had a Badger
to
approaching 5 Papa and stand 105 with information Charlie 1007, clearance to Manchester.
Okay, positive climb 18 degrees, gear up.
Z5 Papa, you're cleared to Manchester via the Golden 1 Charlie departure, runway 2. So Golden 1 Charlie departure, squawk 7643.
So we got to hit that NDB above 2,000. So we need to really climb.
Gotham 1 Charlie 7642, easy 5 Papa. And easy 5 Papa, we are ready for push and start.
Okay, we're gonna make it, so we're just putting our pilot on now with 2-3.
Push start approved, says
Push start approved, badge 05.
Aero TT3 contact Edinburgh radar 121.205.
Aero 223 Edinburgh radar, good evening, standby. Shanix 6 Foxtrot Victor, turn left heading 270 degrees, when established localizer descent by flight.
Left 270 degrees, when established localizer 240 decline, Shanix 7 Foxtrot Victor.
No, he seems to be doing really, really well, so they're doing alright.
Descent altitude 4,000 feet.
Descent 4,000 feet, badge 0.
At least the emergency didn't take very long, so.
Speed 220 knots or less, badge 0.
Badge 01, turn left heading 330 degrees.
Turn left 330, badge 0.
Aero 223, climb now, flight level 140.
140, Aero 223.
Aero 223, climb now, flight level 140.
Airline 635, any update for the passengers?
Airline 635, standby, sorry. F01, turn left heading 270 degrees. When established with localizer runway 24, descend by flight path.
Turn left heading 270 degrees, once established on the localizer, descend with the glide path, badge 01. For your information, if this is a go around, it will be a pan. We're currently on 1,000 ton of fuel left.
Badge 01, roger. Shanix 6 Foxtrot Victor, contact tower 118705, good evening.
Tower 18705, Shanix 6 Foxtrot Victor, bye.
Aero 223, no further team 12.128, goodbye.
Okay, that's the excitement over and done with then. And overall, he sounded quite calm, quite little bit nervous, you could tell, but it's an exam, so you're bound to be a little bit nervous when you know that it's an exam and that every pilot is judging you, because they all know it's an exam, you know, so everyone's listening out for little things. No one's ever going to be perfect. Everyone makes little mistakes here and there, but
Newcastle traffic, Golf Papa,
no, he would do it fine.
2145, departing from the Golf apron from the midfield of the runway, direct to T-side at 2000 Golf Delta.
Right, my old instructor used to say, always engage your brain before your mouth.
Newcastle traffic, Golf Papa, Oscar Delta, entering runway 25.
Let me turn that, because I hate Unicom. Let me turn that right down, because it's pointless. Yeah, no one's ever perfect. It's like you know what to expect. You're gonna get an emergency. You're gonna get quite a lot of touch and goes, a lot of missed approaches, things like that. So it's all. You just gotta stay calm, deal with one thing at a time. Landing lights going off. Like I say, one thing at a time, and just stay calm, and then you know what to expect because you've done training. So you're gonna have one emergency. You're gonna have somebody sat on a vape or a bird street. You're gonna have some sort of emergency. So it's all the same stuff, and then you're gonna have, like I say, at least two VFRs a circuit, or one VFR and one transit, and you're gonna have multiple people wanting clearance and pushbacks and taxis and things. So yeah, it's just getting used to the volume of workload, because it is quite intense when you've been doing it for a lot of years, like myself. It's not quite as stressful, but when you're doing it in an exam situation, it adds to the stress just doing the exam. But no, it did sound quite calm, a little bit nervous, but quite calm, quite in control, which is good. So yeah, very well done to him. I'm sure he'll pass. Right, should we get back to the boring bit of me talking and flying, and we'll do the approach briefing, shall we? Okay, so we're back on the Papa 600. We're coming down towards Blacker again. So I know that from Blacker to the touchdown it's about 38 nautical mile. So we need to work out as descent. So what we're going to do, so we're at 200. So I don't need that, I'm trying to do the maths in my head. So we got 38 miles, we got 40 mile, call it there, we need about 80 mile. So I don't think we're that far away, to be fair. It's a bit daft going right up to 200. I can't even speak. 200. Got there in the end, didn't we? So we need. So we got. We're at 2,000. We're at 200,000 feet, right? So we need to lose that. So that's going to be 60 nautical mile. So that's going to give us a nice gradual descent rate all the way into the runway, hopefully. We could literally be at cruise for like 20 miles, and then we're going to have to start descending, so... Yes, I've just started trying to work out all these 3-degree glide slope things, to be honest. So we're gonna put the ground speed in, which is 351. So we'll do 351 times 5.
We've just reached our cruise altitude for the flight. As we begin to settle in, I do want to remind you to please keep your feet and elbows square from the aisle, as the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin with galley carts shortly. Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating near the front galley where the flight deck door is located. Thank you.
Yeah, that's not right, because the other ones are 3 degrees saying 80, but this is saying 1800. Let's start going down now. So I'm getting the Barrow, which is, we're going to do a Cat 1 approach, the weather's good, so it's 468. I'm just checking the frequencies, 109.9, the OBS is 247. Let's pop the destination information in. That should give us a nice, we should be alright now, right?
deck, ladies and gentlemen. As you may have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for our approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until the aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
Okay, we'll put on the approach mode a little bit early, and we'll let that slowly start slowing us down. Here we got the right details in the nav, which is good. Let's get the speed brakes out so we can get these below 250 before we drop below 10k. Okay, we're looking pretty much perfect, to be honest. We got 7.5 to lose, 7, 40, 21, and we've got about 19 to do it, so we're going to be alright. We're going to be dropping into the clouds at about, nowish. Don't know what the tops are, the bottoms of them are 3,700 feet. And we got broken, so the ceiling's going to be 2,800. So we should hopefully pop through about 2,800 and we should be able to see the runway nice and early. Decision height is 247 feet. With 24 miles, we've still got 8,000 feet to lose, which is 1624, so we're perfect on the profile. I'm going to turn the approach mode on in a second. Once we get there we go, we're perfect. Put the approach mode on, let everything lock on. Okay, into the clouds we go. Let's just hope when we pop out we'll be able to see where we are going. We should be able to. Like I say, it's forecast there, look. Broken 2,800. I should have put those on below 10,000 feet, but I always forget we're talking. I need to be a little bit more vigilant, to be fair with that. We're doing nice. We're not on the localizer, but we are on the glide path, so. Everything's on auto, it's an Airbus, so it's flying itself, so all I gotta do is sit here. We're slightly lower than the glide path, but it's okay, we'll just change that to 12. 12. You know, we're a little bit higher than what I anticipated. We're 12 miles out, but we still no panic. We can still make it. We're still okay. We've just got the glide slope to lock, and we're just manoeuvring for the. As I say, we're 12 miles. 10 miles is 3,000 is fine. Only about 9, so it's 3 miles every 1,000 feet. That's what I always got taught anyway, so 12 miles if you're at 4,000 feet, perfectly fine for a 3-degree glide. So we were about 4,000 feet, just about 12 miles, so we are looking good. Still can't see much though. Okay, let's start slowing down. Okay, there's the runway, so we're going to definitely be able to land, so we can slide down. I didn't want to start slowing down too much in case we couldn't see and we had to go around it a bit. I'm wasting my time slowing down, so we will get the brakes on now. To be fair, once you start dropping the gear and things, it slows it down tremendously quick. Maybe you're a little bit too fast on the approach. Just drop the gear. Hey, autopilot is off. You can see over there AP1 is not illuminated. Let's go. So we're going to set up the crab, because we got a little bit of a crosswind, a lot of a crosswind, so we're going to push right rudder, oh, sorry, left rudder. We're a little bit high with me trying to push the torque button. Whenever I chase the path, just look at the end of the runway, and I just aim for that. Got a little bit of a crab going on. We're a little bit, lot too high, but we got a nice long runway, so there's no issue. I'm going to run out of runway.
400. 300. Minimum.
Okay, continuing. Bring the rudder out any second and hope we've got it right.
100.
Start bringing that rudder out. Yeah, we're a lot too high, but
30. 20. Retard. Retard. 5.
bit of a float, but yeah, I need to work, if I'm gonna do this a bit, I need to work out another button to push to torque. To be fair, that button that I've just pushed there to do that, that won't be a bad one. Okay, back to number 17. Okay, well that's us down. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to leave it there. Have a nice evening. Bye for now.